are you, Brennan? How are you doing today?
Great.
So I see we're waiting on Chris.
Per usual.
Okay. So this is something normal. Okay. You're texting him right now?
Yep.
Okay.
This is perpetual.
So he's always late?
Always. It's
Okay.
I don't.
Is he coming from work or?
No.
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 Okay.
No. Sometimes yes, but most of the time he's just coming from La La Land. So, which is nice.
We'll see. We'll give him about 10 minutes before we can actually get started. I think it will be important that he is here for the full session. So does he pick up the kids? How do you guys share roles?
We have one child.
Mm-hmm.
He's in traffic.
He's in traffic?
He's in traffic.
Okay. Did he say what time he will be able to, how long it's going to take him?
No, but he knows there's traffic at this time on the road. All he has to do is leave 30 minutes earlier. It's 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
It's 30 freaking minutes. 30 minutes. I don't even know if he got routine today.
Okay.
But it's so bad that I had to hire a backup.
Just in case.
Yes, and I had to tell the school, if he, isn't there by a certain time to call this other person.
Okay.
So now on top of the daycare bill, we are spending X amount of dollars for somebody to be on call, basically, to pick up our child. And I have to, I would pick her up. I would absolutely pick her up. I drop her off in the morning. I make sure she gets there. I pack her lunch. I do everything that I can. And then it's just, yeah, I have to work or we can't pay the bills and we don't have a home. And since Chris
You seem really, really frustrated.
well, we're supposed to be here working on our marriage.
Yeah.
And he doesn't even give a shit enough to show up. So.
Do you know some of the things that it is that he does care about?
He cares about disc golf. He cares about basketball. He cares about camping. He cares about his job.
Oh, here.
Hey, sorry.
Traffic, it's okay.
How are you,
Have a seat.
Shacoya?
Good, how are you?
Good. So what's going on?
Seriously?
I told you I was in traffic. I mean, what?
Did you actually pick Ruthie up today, or did the backup have to go get her?
I picked her up.
Did you actually pick Ruthie up today, or
I
did the
picked
backup
her
have
up.
to go get her?
I picked her up. I was late.
How late?
15 minutes.
I'm going to let you settle down and I'll just talk while you kind of just get your bearings on. I know being stuck in traffic is extremely stressful.
It's constant. She doesn't understand how
It's
long it
constant
takes to
because
get
all you have
places.
to do is leave 30 minutes early,
I
Chris.
can't leave 30 minutes early. I'm working.
Or you're working?
Yes,
You're working.
I'm working.
So if I were to go into your bag right now that you brought upstairs, there wouldn't be like disc golf shorts
So
and
she's gonna check my bag. You're gonna check my bag? I
What?
always carry disc golf stuff with me. You know this. I'm always disc golf. It's part of the job. I'm
How
supposed to take clients out
to disc golf?
once in a while. I just carry stuff. We have been doing this for so long. You know, why are you going to threaten to look in my bag?
It's not threatening to look in your bag.
You know what you're going to find.
I know what I'm gonna find because I know that you were disc golfing and that you weren't at work.
I am working.
Okay, Bryn and Chris, I'm gonna just take a quick time out. I want us to just take 1 minute just to calm ourselves because I see that we are very upset and on in defense, and that is not going to be helpful for what the work that we're going to do today. So just take 1 minute.
I hope you got some good stuff planned, Shacoya.
1 quick minute that's going to be in silence. We're not going to say anything for this 1 minute. 1 minute. Breathe it out. Okay. So,
Is that a minute?
yeah, that's been a minute. How are you feeling now?
No
Feeling
concept
a little
of
bit
time.
better?
Oh,
You guys
a little
feel
better.
a little bit better?
A little
Okay,
better,
good.
yeah. Is
Perfect.
that really a minute?
It was about 30 seconds.
Okay.
So, but for the sake of time, we're gonna continue to go. And what I want to do today, we've met several times. I do understand that both of you guys are just really stressed, and that's why you're here, because you do want to work on your marriage. You guys have both said that this is something that you want to do, is stay married. Are we in agreement there? For the moment. And what would you say, Chris?
Yes, I want to stay married, but I can't. Yeah, it's funny to me. You said defensive. I'm always on the defensive.
You're always on the
Yeah, I do want to stay married.
Okay. You laugh. Is that because
Because
irony?
it's not congruent. Like, why would I want to keep doing this? But the fact that, like, it's so easy for me just to get so worked up, right? And I can't see anything else.
Chris, tell me about when you first met Bryn.
Well, we were. I was walking on the boardwalk out by the beach,
Mm-hmm.
and she was standing at a railing, looking out over the sand by herself,
Mm-hmm.
and she looked good, and I was looking for somebody to talk to. So I mean, you know this story. Haven't we told you this story?
Yeah, I'm just asking.
Well, what do you want to know?
What caught your eye? Because you said you were looking for someone to talk to. That's kind of new.
I dropped something
You dropped something.
over the railing.
I was watching you before you dropped that. The wind was blowing her hair, and
But I think that was the excuse to come and talk to me. Was I dropped something and I was really upset that I dropped it. And Chris came and talked to me.
So you tell me, Chris, how did it? You said something about it. You were looking for someone to talk to. She seemed like she would be somebody that you talk to.
well, I was on a business trip, right? And I mean, I say I was looking for someone to talk to, but you know, when you're 24 and out alone on a business trip, you're either out partying with coworkers or. So I was lonely. Is the right way to say that, I guess. And
I was looking for somebody to bang.
that's not true. It's not true.
So tell her what's true.
With the sun going down the way it was and the wind blowing her hair, it's just she caught my eye, and I remember stopping and just kind of watching her, and then yeah, a little bit, and so I turned and was watching. She was about 20, 30 feet away, and I thought she looked peaceful. She was very attractive. And so did I answer your question?
Yeah. So and then what happened when you first went up to her?
Well, I was glad that she dropped. What was it that you dropped?
It was an earring.
Yeah, that's right. Because we spent a little bit of time looking for it, and that's how I had an excuse to come talk to her. I said, I noticed you dropped something and you're look concerned, so I said, I'll help you look for it. And I just introduced myself. I said, I'm Chris. And, you know, there's a lot of people out there in Santa Monica that are traveling for business. So I just said, do you live here or are you out in your own business? And kind of went from there.
So, tell me, what did you think about Chris when you first met him, Bryn? What was your first impression?
I mean, I thought it was sweet
Mm-hmm.
that he stopped to help me. It wasn't until much, much later that I realized he was creeping on me for most of that, but I thought it was kind of sweet that he had stopped to help me look for something. I had actually just recently gotten the earrings
Mm-hmm.
from somebody who passed away in my family, so I was really, really upset. We didn't ever actually find the earring. We found the back to the earring, but never found the earring.
Mm-hmm.
But I just thought it was really kind that he took the time, albeit more time than I knew, but to help me. And then
Do you remember what happened after that? I got her phone number
Okay.
and I texted her the next day because I went out and tried to find a pair of earrings in Santa Monica, and I gave her one, and they didn't match. It didn't match the one that you still had.
yeah.
So I had to give
I
her
still
the-
have them though. I have both of them, so I wear them sometimes. And people always say, "Do you know you're wearing two different earrings?" And I'll go, "What?"
Oh, that's so sweet. I love the way that, as you guys told the story about your meeting, it was a shared story. You guys talked about it together.
Yeah.
Even though I asked you, Brandon, you were able to put that input in to help remind Chris of the things that you guys, the earring, and about what you guys remember. And you guys were just building upon that story. That's what we're going to do with your, continue to do with your marriage. Is even though that story, that's like the crux of how you guys met and you guys integrated it together. We're going to change that lens right now because now everything about you guys is a little different, right?
Yes.
Change happens.
Yeah.
When we have kids, we get busy, we have other obligations, and we find ourselves coming apart.
Yeah.
But what we're going to do is create a new story, a newness, a new creation of this love life and this marriage. And it's going to take time. First, we need to understand each other the way that we did that day. I saw a lot of laughter between you guys
Mm-hmm.
that I don't think I've seen. That was the first time I've seen you guys let your guards down. What do you think about that?
Well, I felt it too, and here I'm picturing that sunset and the way that I saw her, and like I said, she looked peaceful,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't find that anymore.
You don't find that peacefulness?
Yeah,
Is that what you think you miss most about your
yeah,
life?
yeah.
How do you feel about that, Brent? Do you feel peaceful?
I just feel sad.
You just feel sad.
I mean, how am I supposed to be peaceful at all when I'm running around like crazy all the time? And I have so much to do, and I do the housework, and I have a job, and I take care of Ruthie, and it's just like all these things, and all I mean, it's kind of crazy, but it's like 30 minutes to like pick up Ruthie. She's our kid, she's our little person, and 30 minutes and being on time, and then I don't get the phone call from the daycare.
I want to hear more about what you're feeling. And what I heard you say is that you feel sad you want to be peaceful again, but it's just so much going on that you can't be that peaceful person that you were when you met Chris.
I love Chris. I do.
Yeah.
Like I still love you. I just need your help.
What do you, Chris, it sounds like you want to be able to give your wife that peacefulness again. Do you, how are you feeling?
Yeah, I do want to. It just seems like she doesn't understand. She doesn't understand how busy I am and the things that I need to do. She talks about disc golf a lot, and I do disc golf, but I've learned that I need that to decompress a lot of days, and my clients do enjoy going out and playing disc golf. We're able to have a lot of productive conversation and link a lunch into it, and work pays for it. But it's, she's always barking about that and the other things that I do. So,
Maybe I'm jealous. I have no time to decompress. None. And even on the weekend, like, that's not work time. It's more disc golf.
So what I'm hearing Chris say is that he wants more understanding of his obligations and your busy schedule. And I'm also hearing your wife say that she needs the same. She wants some understanding, some little bit of a break. Would you say that's right, friend? That you're needing a break?
Also, just like maybe a hug.
Oh.
And thank you.
Appreciation is what you're looking for.
yeah, I mean, I can do that. And yeah, I don't know if you saw it on my face, but you said I'm looking for understanding, and I don't know. I know she's sad a lot, but she's also very critical.
Do you understand? Or you tell me why you think Bren is critical.
Because she doesn't understand. So, okay, I'll go with your word.
So do you think, I still want to know, why do you think she's critical? What is going on in your life where she's being critical around?
What areas of my life is she being critical around?
Of your life together.
How I spend my time.
How does she?
Yeah, and it seems like I'm always being blamed for the fact that she's busy.
Bren, you tell me, do you feel like you're critical?
I feel like I expect a partner. I want Chris to have time to decompress. I want him to be successful. I want him to do great. But I think that there is a lack of foresight on his part, where it's like, I'm supposed to be busy. I'm supposed to do all these things. I'm supposed to never have time to decompress. And all I'm really asking for is that, on the weekend, two things: show up on time to pick up our kid, because when we put her in that daycare, we went through a lot in finding the right daycare that he felt like he could be there on time. So pick up the kid, and then on the weekend, God, really just 2 hours to myself. But I'm busy, and he's busy, but his busy trumps my busy.
What would an ideal setup look like for you, Brent? You and Chris's life right now. And Ruthie.
Same exact life. Just pick up the kid on time and give me some time on the weekend.
So what
to
would
have
that
a
look
break.
like? What would that look
On
like?
the weekend I would have 2 hours from literally, if he would just wake up at 7 on Saturday, and from 7 to 9, I could go like work out or just go sit on the porch without like having to have Ruthie attached to me all the time.
And what would that bring to your life? Like, how would he see the effects of that?
I think I would understand the disc golf, and I would understand the like how busy you are, and I would care because right now I don't care. I want to care. I want to care. And I don't care because all I ever see is that you get a lot of you time and I'm trapped. And I love our kid, I do. But I'm Ruthie's mom. I am like this neurophysicist that like is always doing research.
I'm going to stop you right there because I want to give Chris a chance to respond to when you would understand him. So I heard Bryn say that she would, if she had some little bit of space and time to be alone, then she could more appreciate and understand what you have to do for work, and understand also that you need time alone. How does that make you feel?
A little cramped, but I think I can do it.
Do you see the benefits out of?
I want the benefits.
You want the benefits?
Yeah, I do. I work a lot on Saturday mornings just to try to catch up, but maybe I can do less client visits during the week. That way that catch up doesn't need to happen.
Okay.
So I will do the experiment.
Okay.
I want to see the results.
So you're open to giving her that 2 hours?
Yeah, yes.
And just starting at that point of the 2 hours on a Saturday morning? What does that sound for you, Karen? Is that what you're asking for?
And she said pick up Ruthie on time. But I already pick her up, I just don't do it on time all the time.
But Ruthie notices.
Yeah.
She notices that you don't spend any time with her one-on-one.
So picking her up on time and giving Bryn that 2 hour.
I can do that.
So with that, what would Chris get, Bryn? What would you be able to give to him?
A lot more understanding, a lot less criticism, a lot less.
So what would that look like for him? Like,
I think.
does she call you if you're not on time to pick up?
Well, she nags me pretty heavily, yeah, because she doesn't trust that I'm going to do it.
Okay.
So I get micromanaged.
I won't call this week if you'll promise me. But if I get a phone call from the daycare saying you didn't come and the backup had to come again, like, I get that call more than once a week. But I will trust you this week.
So you will get a little bit of freedom and not that micromanagement.
Yeah, but more important is the understanding about my schedule, and maybe we can make a couple other changes, but let's. And I think if there's more understanding, there may be some more willingness for me to spend time at home.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I want you guys, just the way that you guys told your story of how you guys first met, I want to envision a life of how you guys would want to envision your life without these problems of not understanding, the critical talk, and
there's no bills to pay?
well, we always have that, but I'm just saying, what is a life that you guys want to envision for yourselves that doesn't have these problems in your life, as in not the criticism and the not understanding, no appreciation. These are things that I heard, and so if we can figure out what is that going to look like in the future, and what is that going to feel like? Are you going to feel that stress that I seen when you guys come in, or is it going to be more of a like the story that you told about when you guys first met? I do love the way that you guys talked about that story, so I would want you guys to talk about how you like to envision your life in the future. amongst each other, and we will save that for the next session.
Okay.
So what we're going to work on is 2 hours on a
Mhm.
Saturday for Bryn that she can have alone. You'll spend time with Ruthie during that time.
Even though she doesn't want to spend time with Daddy.
Yeah, well,
She
we're going to have
does.
to talk about that next time.
Okay. Yeah. And picking her up
Pick her
one
up
time.
on time.
Mhm.
Thank you guys.